the students have a little room back here. They're kind of getting it all set up right now. And they are doing a bunch of wonderful STEM projects. These two young ladies, I believe, are the science fair winners. And they did a project on seagrass, which and you explained to is absolutely fantastic. And they are working with a company that molds these special concrete things that look a little bigger than a softball. They put seagrass in them, and they plant them, and it grows. So they're on the cutting edge of a lot of things right now, and so everybody in this room is probably on the cutting edge of something.
All right. Thanks for having us here today. I'm Susan Shannon. I'm the department chair for science at Lemon Bay High School. The two students I brought with me today are Laura Keller and Kara Handwork. Lemon Bay High School has an annual summer STEM camp, and Laura and Kara have both been involved since middle school. I think 6th grade was the first time that Laura came to our STEM camp in the summertime. They're taking an ACE Marine Science class this year. If you know anything about levels of science in high school, there's advanced placement and there's the ACE program, which is a Cambridge program. The students at the end of the year will take an exam and receive college credit. And they've been working on a seagrass project with our teacher. Her name is Solveig Richardson. She just had a baby in February or March. So she may be at the high school when we go back if you decide to choose to tour the marine science labs during the tours in the afternoon. She may be there this afternoon. But Laura and Kara are going to talk a little bit about their seagrass project. Come on. Behind you, and then we'll leave it up on the inside when you're done. I'll grab your Reef Walls too. Okay.
So we started a Seagrass Restoration project this year with the Marine Conservation Club. I'm the secretary of that club. So I'm pretty involved with this project. Basically, we found a location in Catfish Creek, a little bit south of the Boca Grande, the bridge that goes over to Boca Grande. It's a little bit south of there. So we found that area has a lot of prop scarring from boats that don't understand how deep the water is there. It's not deep enough for a boat to go through. So they end up scarring the seagrass and leaving these lines that the seagrass won't fit in naturally because it's not the same level as the sand around it. So it isn't able to go down into that ditch that the boats create. So we are going to be laying down sediment tubes and then taking seagrass plugs and putting them in those sediment tubes to try and naturally restore the seagrass and then eventually let that seagrass that naturally occurs in the area grow onto the sediment tubes as well.
And we've also been doing a reef ball project in the actual ACE Marine class. And basically what that is we make these reef balls out of a cement-like mixture, which also includes a pH balancer so that when they go into the ocean, they don't disrupt the water's natural pH. And basically what these work to do is in areas where there isn't that hard kind of rock-like substrate that coral polyps can attach to, these will be placed there on a much larger scale in order to promote healthy coral growth, since we're losing coral at a pretty astounding rate due to the increased CO2 in the atmosphere, which then diffuses into the ocean, since it is a huge carbon sink, which then can make the pH more acidic and actually cause coral bleaching and the dissolving of the calcium carbonate skeleton. So this is just a really hands-on way for all the students at Lemon Bay to kind of learn about the conservation of these ecosystems. And we've actually made these reef balls from a mold, and we're actually putting them into our own tanks to kind of see firsthand or hands-on how it can really promote the growth of an ecosystem.
We made this one.
Nice. So why is seagrass important?
Seagrass is important because it's a habitat for a lot of juvenile fish and other animals, so it's a good biodiversity place for animals to hide, for them to grow up in when they're young. You know, it's dangerous when they're small fish, you know, because there's a lot of bigger fish that can come and eat them. So it's a good place for them to hide and feel safe.
Can there be too much?
I would think that there is a limit where there is too much, because seagrass can only grow in certain places. It can only grow along the shorelines. It can't grow deeper. So if someone was to try and restore it where it's not supposed to be, then that could lead to too much of the fish or something like that.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Did you want one question? Last
Well, I
question?
was just wondering, while you're doing the restoration, how does the public know what you're doing in that area? Do you have some kind of a publication?
Yes, so when we go to put down the sediment tubes and that kind of thing, we're going to GPS mark where we do that, and also put PVC tubes down, sticking up out of the water, so people know that we're doing something there, and so that they don't continue to do scarring in that area. And we're going to put reflective tape on it, put our school name on there so that they know that that's where we're doing stuff.
Great. Thank you.
And there are also lots of handouts here, or if you'd like to take anything. And we're going to have a short break, and then we'll go switch rooms, so we can go to the next.
And speak about their project, and I hope to see you there.
Hi everyone, I'm Kara and this is Laura, and we just wanted to say thank you so very much for the amazing opportunity today to share with you our projects and our intense passion for the conservation of these incredible ecosystems. It's an amazing opportunity. And happy birthday. Thank you.